Welcome back from our ad break. We are continuing with our lesson under the topic problem solving and creative thinking. So we are doing the application questions under that same topic, problem solving and creative thinking. So we're going to read the scenario here. It says, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. The name of the business is G Digital Tech, which is GDT. G Digital Tech is an innovative company that develops computer software. The management ensures that employees keep up with the fast-changing technology. The business develops new inventions which improves the general standard of living of the locals. So that is our scenario. Let's do the questions. Right, the first question says, elaborate on the meaning of creative thinking, meaning expand on the meaning of creative thinking. The second question says, quote two. So quote means what? Means word for word. Don't forget, when they say quote, word for word, where do you get the answers from? From the scenario. You don't have to change anything. You take it as is. Nothing should be changed. Verbatim, as is, nothing should be changed. That is you quoting. You can even put the inverted commas, and when you put the inverted commas, meaning there's nothing that is going to be changed. You don't put in your question marks, your commas, nothing. As is, you take it from the scenario as is. So you're quoting two advantages of creative thinking in the workplace. They also say in here, from the scenario above. So when you're quoting, you take it as is from the scenario, not from anywhere else. You don't paraphrase. You don't put in your own words. It doesn't matter how tempted you are to put in your own words. You're not allowed to do that. Right. The last question says, recommend ways in which businesses can create an environment that promotes creative thinking in the workplace. You need to recommend the ways. All right. Let's now get down to business. Right, let's answer the question. Elaborate on the meaning of creative thinking. By now you know what creative thinking is or what it means. Yes. Right. Creative thinking is the ability to think of original and innovative ideas. These ideas are original. These are your own ideas, and you are innovative about those ideas. Nobody has thought of those ideas before. You're the first one to come up with those ideas. You are thinking creatively. Remember, we said elaborate means expand on the meaning of creative thinking. Right. It focuses on doing what? On exploring ideas or generating possibilities and looking for many. All right. The second question, quote two advantages of critical thinking, of creative thinking rather. Quote two. Don't forget, I'll be reminding you to say quote. When they say quote, it means what? We take it word for word, as is, from our scenario. Quote two advantages of creative thinking in the workplace from the scenario, not in general, from the scenario. So meaning those two advantages need to come from the scenario here. This is the scenario that we have. So I'll go through the scenario quickly again so that we can see our advantages. They said GDT is an innovative company that develops computer softwares. This is just a reminder. The management ensures that employees keep up with the fast-changing technology. They ensure the business develops new inventions which improves the general standard of living. The business develops new invention. So I'm sure you've already spotted two advantages of creative thinking from the scenario. I'm sure you can think of those. Yes, you got that one right. Yes, let's now write them. The management ensures that employees keep up with the fast-changing technology. I'm sure you can see it. Where is it? The management ensures that employees keep up with the fast-changing technology. I hope you can see word for word. Nothing was changed. Nothing was added. Nothing was deleted. Nothing is as is. We took it from the scenario here. Do you understand? But we are not done. Remember the question said they need two advantages from this particular scenario. So this was the first one. Now let's look for the second one. Can you see the second one? Excellent. Yes. Right. Let's see what is the second one. Right. The business develops new inventions which improves the general standard of living of the locals. Where is it? The business develops new inventions which improves the general standard of living of the locals. Again, word for word, as is. Nothing was added, nothing was removed, nothing was changed. Is as is. So that is the answer for quotation or quoting two advantages from the scenario. Right, I hope we are good. Right, can we move on to the next question? All right, the last part of the question says, recommend ways in which businesses can create an environment that promotes creative thinking in the workplace. Remember, we want our staff members, or we want our employees to think creatively, but they don't just wake up in the morning and be creative thinkers. We need to create an environment that will allow them to think creatively, to think innovatively, to be able to generate better solutions in the workplace. But it starts with us as in the management, and ensuring that they think creatively, they feel comfortable enough to think creatively, to think innovatively, so that we can generate better solutions. Do you understand? So what are those things that can be done? Recommend those ways. So you need to come up with the ways. What are those ways that we can use to ensure that, or that promotes creative thinking in the workplace? Right, let's start. Recommend those ways. The first one, encourage alternative ways of working or doing things. We don't have to do the same thing every day, because the same way every day, because we understand that if you are a rational thinker, not rational, but you do things the same way, rather, you're going to get the same results. But if we do things differently, even the results are different. So you don't have to be a routine thinker. Yes, that's the word that I'm looking for. A routine thinker does things the same way every day, because they understand that the results will be the same. There's nothing surprising about the results. You know that in order for me to get 2 as an answer, I have to say 1 plus 1. But a creative thinker will say, no, we can say 10 minus what? 10 minus 8, and then we get 2. Another one can say, no, let's just say 10 divided by 5. I don't know if my math is correct, but I think it's 2. The last time I checked it was 2. Right, let's move on. Encourage staff to come up with new ideas or opinions or solutions. So it is important you are encouraging the staff to come up with new ideas. Tell them you are more than welcome. Compliment them. Tell them your idea, excellent, it's good, beautiful, I love that idea. So you are encouraging them to come up with opinions or solutions. So respond enthusiastically. I just responded enthusiastically to all the ideas, and never let anyone feel less important. So everybody should feel like they are kings and queens in the business. So when they come up with new ideas, you need to respond enthusiastically. Tell them that that is a beautiful idea, or that is an excellent idea. Even if it's bad, or even if it's not a not so good idea, you don't have to be bad about it, but you need to come up in a way that doesn't make them feel less important. So you can say, yes, that is a good idea. However, then we can work on it without you making them feel less important, because they're going to be discouraged, and it's going to be difficult for them to come and want to try again. Do you understand? All right. So we have come to the end of our the questionnaires, or the application questionnaires. We're going to go quickly to an 8 break, and then when we come back, we'll take it from there. See you just now.